Governor Northam joins us live again this morning from the state capitol in Richmond.
And Governor, a lot of questions this morning from folks who do live in Zone A, wondering with the shift in the track, do they still need to leave?
Absolutely, and if you're in a safe place now, we want you to stay there. This is a large, dangerous storm. It has a mind of its own, and so we have evacuated folks in Zone A. We encourage them to go to higher ground inland. It looks like this storm is going to make landfall around Wilmington, North Carolina. We hope that it drifts to the south from there. That would be good news for Virginia. Obviously, we worry about our neighbors in North Carolina and South Carolina, but we have two shelters, statewide shelters, one at Christopher Newport in Newport News and the other at William and Mary in Williamsburg. We also have 59 regional shelters set up. So I would encourage folks to get away from the low-lying areas. We are at risk there for tidal surge, for loss of power, down trees, etc. And we want to be able to get into those areas if we need to take care of people and make sure that all Virginians are safe.
And Governor Northam, you grew up on the Eastern Shore. You spent a lot of time here on the South Side, so you know firsthand just how devastating, not necessarily even a hurricane force wind, but just that coastal flooding can be in a system like this.
That's absolutely right. And what we need to remind people, it is actually flooding that causes loss of lives. So we always worry about the wind, but it's the flooding that we're so concerned with in the low-lying areas. And this is the reason that I ordered the mandatory evacuation in Zone A. And if people have questions about that, you can go to knowyourzoneva.org and make sure you understand where you are. And if you need to get away from there, it's time to leave.
And Governor, a lot of folks asking, okay, I've left, I've gotten out of Zone A, I've gotten out of Dodge, but how do we know when it's going to be safe to come back? Is there going to be any type of communication that says you can go back to your homes now?
That's a great question. We're going to watch today closely, tonight, see where this hurricane makes landfall, see what it does after that. And just as soon as we know it's safe for people to return, we will go ahead and give them that direction. But for right now, if people are in a safe area, we would like them to stay there.
Just curious, Governor, is there any coordination with our friends and neighbors down in North Carolina when it comes to preparing for the storm or responding after? Does Virginia have a mutual aid? Do we send help down there?
Absolutely. We have a very good relationship with our neighbors, and right now we're in communication with North Carolina and South Carolina. And the arrangement that we've made, obviously, if they need to get away from there, they're more than welcome to come to our shelters. And also, if we have resources that we won't be using, if this storm continues to the south, we will certainly share those resources with North Carolina and South Carolina, and I'm sure they would do the same if they were in the same situation.
Well, Governor Northam, we thank you for joining us this morning. I know you feel extra at home in Richmond because so many of us from Hampton Roads and the Eastern Shore have evacuated to Richmond to ride out the storm.
Thank you for your coverage, and I just want all Virginians to be safe.
Governor Ralph Northam live from Richmond this morning. Thank you for joining us here on News 3.